David, and you're listening to the last podcast. I am the host, of course. And if this is your first time listening, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the show. If you are returning, welcome back. Thanks a lot for listening. I really appreciate it, and I hope you continue to get tips and ideas and value from listening to this podcast. Today, I want to talk about it's a question that someone posed to me earlier in the day, and they asked me, "Are you a leader or a follower?" I didn't just answer that question right away because they're asking me a question about myself, and I wanted to make sure that I give it the answer that it deserves. After all, it's me. So, I took about a minute and I said, I am actually both. And one of the reasons they were like, "Well, how are you both?" I said, because I I've been in a following position. I'm in one now, and I've been in a leading position. I've led before, and I've learned to follow. But I believe in order to be a great leader, one must first learn how to follow. And for me, I'm not a leader right now, but I have leadership qualities within myself. I've led before. Um, so I am both. And, I want you to think about that. Are you both, or are you one or the other? Do you just follow, or do you lead? I think a great leader, it ought to be, I would say they have to be real good at building relationships. I believe each leader leads differently, and they have their own path, of course, to lead. But I still believe that they have to be very good at relationship building. They have to be able to inspire, uplift others. They have to have, and I would say, have to have an energy about themselves to ignite the fire in those around them, and those that they're trying to lead to become all that they were meant to be. Uh, Leaders, in my personal opinion, also, I think, have the ability to attract other leaders. And I've seen this before where, for instance, I used to give like how you used to have these meetup groups. So I used to have my own meetup group, and we talked about building a network marketing business, or whatever the case may be, and starting off from scratch. And that grew to probably 20 something people, and we all went our separate ways after a while. And everybody was into a different, company. I was with Stream, and I did all right with Stream, but life gets in the way, and family members, things happen, or whatever the case may be, and then you get different interests. I'm still in the same company, by the way. I don't really do anything with it, but I started picking up one of the things that got me going, and that was one of the ideas where they have shared healthcare. And being that I'm an insurance agent, I kind of like that idea, so I dabble with that. But being a leader, I also know that in anything that you do, if you are like a manager, or you into network marketing, or you into insurance, or whatever the case may be, if you're leading, there's a lot of people, I believe, that are in leadership positions, but they don't have a clue how to lead. And I think leaders should inspire those around them. And that's just me. I believe that the leaders should not have the connotation of I, but we. It's a group thing. We're all in this together. And I've seen some leaders that always say you, or I, and not many people like them. So not everybody who's in a leadership position knows how to lead. And that's just the bare facts. I think all great leaders are different makers. They also build different makers. I mean, you want to make a difference in other people's lives, they attract those people who want to do the same. So some of them can, and some of them they force it. It's just not in them. A good leader is committed to always learning the craft, learning about themselves, learning about other people. They are constant learning, and they are big readers. So I believe that a great leader always have time to read. They always have time to learn. And if you are not learning, or if you're not growing, you're just existing. And that's pretty much the bottom line. So that question that I was asked, am I a leader, or, do I follow, or am I a follower? Hey, I'm both. I know how to follow, and I know how to lead. And like I said, I'm not leading anybody right now, but I still have the leadership qualities, and I do know how to pick up the mantle and move forward. I think I have the ability to inspire those also around me to do good. And there's times when I don't. There's times when I'm not in the mood to inspire. I'm not even inspiring myself at times, but I'm only human. But they're great leaders. Great leaders are constantly moving forward. They're constantly moving forward. For me, I don't consider myself a great leader, but I can lead. I have leadership qualities. I've led in the past, and I'm going to lead in the future as well. What I plan on doing is building my own organization, and I've already started doing that, and that's within insurance. So when we talk, and right now, I guess you guys don't really know, but I'm in my 60s, and what I want to do is build to a degree where I don't really have to think about how much is this, or what I'm going to pay for this, or can I meet that bill. And while my wife was sick, that's basically how I was living. When she was sick, it was like we need to figure out how we're going to do this, how we're going to do that, and we were doing it. I mean, God was there for us. We met all of our bills. We met everything that we need to do, and we still had little left over. So I thank God for His grace for providing for myself and my family. There's another quality that I believe is critical and is very important. It might be one of the most critical factors in a leadership, and that's trust. Trust. If nobody trusts you, you're not leading anybody. So you have to build a trust factor with you and whoever you're leading, because they have to not only believe in you, they have to be able to believe and trust you. So they want to know that you not only know what you're talking about, but you can deliver with what you're talking about. So you have to be able to have that trust factor with all those that you're trying to lead, and that is a key factor for me. Being able to be trustworthy and ethical. That's another quality that I want to stand by. I want to be ethical and trustworthy, and I want people to know that I'm not in it just to get something from others, but I want to be able to pour into others. And that is huge for me. So we have all those qualities, I believe in that answer. If you want to be a leader, are you a leader, or are you a follower? So my answer is all of that. And they were like, wow, you put some thought into that. Yes, I did, but that is what I came up with. And, I think the bedrock of all leadership is trust and being ethical. So when you consider those things, there's a lot to consider to be trustworthy and being ethical. And that's all I really have to talk about today. And my name is Dave, and you're listening to The Last Podcast. If you want to reach me, you can reach me at the last podcast 443@gmail.com. And I look forward to speaking with you guys and conversing with you. So if you guys want to reach out to me, go ahead and do so. Again, it's a pleasure to always have you listening. So have a fantastic day.